60-acre tract property is currently undeveloped, and the area is a mixture of residential and undeveloped vacant properties. The adjacent property owners were notified via U.S. mail at the upcoming planning commission meeting. They were given the opportunity to submit comments to the commission. An on-site notification was also posted with the information. There were no citizens to express their support of the request during the meeting. There were one citizen to express their opposition of the request. The Planning Commission, after the public hearing and discussion, made a recommendation for the approval of the request.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Ravenel and seconded by Ms. Frazier, that we have third and final reading on item number 1. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Ayes have it, the motion is carried. Second item on the third reading is an ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes agreement by and between Orangeburg, including sponsored affiliates to provide for payment of a fee in lieu of taxes and other related matters. Mr. Murrow.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Council members, good evening. Appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity. If it pleases you, this is the third and final reading for Project Time Machine. As a reminder, this is the logistics distribution company that is looking to buy the spec building in Matthews Industrial Park. They will be investing approximately $11.35 million, 35 new jobs, and then they will be expanding on that building at some point in the future. I'm open for any questions.
Any questions for Mr. Murrow? Thank you, sir. Item number 3 is also an ordinance authorizing.
Mr. Chairman.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. We're going too fast. Back up. All in favor of third and final reading on that one? Can I give him a motion, sir?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Garvin and second by Ms. Frazier for third and final reading. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you so much. Item number 3 is an ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of a fee in lieu of tax agreement by and between Orangeburg County and Orangeburg University District Partners, LLC, with respect to certain economic development property in the county and the city of Orangeburg, whereby such property will be subject to certain payments in lieu of taxes, including the provision of certain special source / business park property and providing for other related matters. Mr. Rowe.
Good evening once again. If it pleases council, this is the formerly known project as Project Metro, and this is the Railroad Corner project. And this is the, we had conversation, I know, 2 weeks ago regarding the change that was being made to the document. And so you will all need to vote to amend the document first. And that amendment is on page 6 of this project, will be realized by the lease agreement between the landlord and South Carolina State. So they cannot increase the lease rate above and beyond what they've agreed to with South Carolina State. And that is how we're going to ensure that the affordability stays.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions?
Any questions?
So again, Mr. Chairman, you'll need to vote to amend it, or to amend the agreement and then vote to approve it
Okay.
after that.
Can I get a motion and a second to amend the agreement as explained by the Economic Development Director?
So move, Mr. Chair. Second.
Moved by Mr. Loris Frazier and second by Ms. Tisha Walker that we amend the agenda as explained by the Economic Development Director. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? A motion is second for third and final reading on this item.
So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Ravenel and second by Ms. Frazier that we have third and final reading on the item that all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Ayes have it, the motion is carried.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next item is a resolution. This resolution is declared 2024 matters, and I will, this is something that's going to, Mr. Mayor.
I have no further comments. I just stated that this is the capital project statement. And
So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Lewis and Frazier, and second by Mr. Joseph Garvin, that we pass the resolution on capital project sale tax. All in favor of it, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Ayes have it, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to say something
Yes,
about
ma'am, please.
that tax. Thank you, Janie Cooper, for what you did and the statements that you made at the radio station that Harvey owns. It was on time and it was very timely about the tax, the continuation of the tax. Thank you very much for what you said about the tax and the penny.
Thank you so much. We appreciate everybody and the whole team getting it over the line. Number 5 is a resolution authorizing the assignment of a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes between Orangeburg County and UFP Cameron LLC, UFP Real Estate LLC, and UFP NAC LLC to also RG Group Holding LLC and Superior Wellness US Inc. providing for related matters. Mr. Merle?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If it pleases council, this item here, number 5, and then number 7, the ordinance first reading by title only, are in conjunction with each other. This is the continuation of Project Time Machine. This is to assign and transfer the fee between UFP and our to break that fee into 2 parts, so that UFP can retain what they're currently doing just outside of Roseville, and then this new building going to,
And 7. So 7 is an ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of an amended and reinstated fee in lieu of taxes agreement by and among Orangeburg, South Carolina, and UFP Eastern Division, Inc. UFP Real Estate LLC and UFP NAC LLC authorizing the execution and delivery of an amended and reinstated fee in lieu of taxes. Now, this is the first reading by title only, and of course the resolution is only a one-time thing, so those 5 and 7 together, is that right?
yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Can I get a motion second?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Ms. Cooper Smith and second by Mr. Walker that we pass the resolution and first reading by title only on that. This is item number 7. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Ayes have it, the motion is carried. Next item is by title only, also item 6, and it is an ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of a special source revenue credit agreement by and among Orangeburg County and a company known to the county at this time as Project Magnolia to provide for the provision of special source revenue credits, to express the intent of Orangeburg County to place and to maintain that project property in a multi-county park and to provide for other related thereof. Mr. Murphy.
Yes, sir. If it pleases council, once again this evening, I will go into greater detail in the executive session regarding this project. It is an existing industry that has a significant amount of job growth, and this is an opportunity to enter into a special source revenue credit agreement with them.
Thank you so much. If there's no question for Mr. Merle, I would appreciate a motion and second to pass this by first reading.
So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Lewis Frazier, second by Mr. McCaster, that we pass first reading by title only please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers to it? The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Next item is the ordinance for first reading. And this is Planning Commission resolution and ordinance first reading. And it's number 8, item number 8, and it says for the consideration of a request from Master Construction Housing LLC to rezone property on Rio Drive in Orangeburg, tax map number 0122-00-0003-004 and 009 and 0112 and 0113, 0114, 0115, 0119, 027, 028, 029, 030, 031, and 032, 033, 0. They all have the same, they just got the last. From residential single family as it is now. Mr. Mayor, do you have anything you want?
I would just add, Mr. Chairman, members of council. It consists of roughly 9.6 acres. The lots are currently undeveloped. The area is a mixture of residential and undeveloped vacant properties. Again, the adjacent property owner were notified of the posting. There were no citizens to express their support for the request during the meeting. There was one citizen to express their opposition to the request. Planning Commission, after public hearing and discussion, made a motion for recommendation for approval of the request.
I think there was 4-2, I think it was on that one. No
5-1.
5-1 on this one, okay. All right, you've heard the explanation by the administrator, so could I get a motion and a second for first reading?
So move for first reading, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Garvin, the district that it resides in, second by Mr. Louis Frazier for first reading. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Ayes have it, the motion is carried. Next item is for the consideration of a request from Blue Water Civil Design LLC to rezone property on Red Bank Road, tax map number 0175-12-01-001 from Forest Agriculture to Residential General District. Mr. Administrator, give a summary of it, and then I will turn it over to the person's district that resides.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would just add that the purpose of construction is for residential development. The property is currently undeveloped. The area is a mixture of residential. The owners were notified. An on-site notification was also posted on the property. There were no citizens to express their support of the request during the meeting. Planning Commission, after public hearing and discussion, made a motion for the recommendation for the approval of the request.
Thank you so much. Ms. Walker, that's your district.
Yes, sir. And I will make a motion to amend the request as listed from residential general to single family development.
So we, at this time, can we get a vote to vote for residential, single family for first reading?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
We get a second.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Louis Frazier, second by Mr. McAllister, that we pass first reading, but strike out residential general district and put residential single family. All in favor of that, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposers to that? Ayes have it, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
before we go to would it be feasible for me to say something about residential development? Oh, wait until the end.
I think we just, I mean, if you want to say something about this,
No, it's nothing about either.
let's wait till General, you'll do your comments at the end. Thank you so much. Next item on the agenda is appointment of board, commissions, and committees, and it's one for the Orangeburg County Fire Commission. That's not,
That's my person.
that's your person?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, that's District 5.
Yeah, that's District 5.
That's District 5.
okay. All right.
Position that I received also.
Well, I think all of us have to do that, but hers is the only one on it today, right?
Yeah, I received some of them today,
But it was too late to put them on,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll do it next week, Martin.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so at this time, I will yield to Ms. Cooper Smith for a motion to appoint her person.
I would like to reappoint Mr. Alan Hallman to the Fire District Commission.
I guess second,
Second.
moved by Ms. Cooper Smith and second by Mr. Lord Frazier, that you reappoint Mr. Alex Holman to District 5 Fire Commission. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Next item on the agenda is the update from the Finance Committee, but Ms. Smith, you wanted to say something?
Okay, Mr. Chair, because of the lack of quorum, the Finance Committee has had to be rescheduled, and it's been rescheduled for Monday, December 2nd, at the same time, at 4 o'clock in this room. Please, put this on your calendar.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Smith, I appreciate that. All right, the next item on the agenda is a vote for executive session, and first item on the executive session is a economic development update under South Carolina Code 34-70, and it's in connection with Project Magnolia and Project Chipper. And the second item on the agenda, on the executive session is a legal briefing from the attorney in the case of the McKnight construction case. These are the two items that we will be going into executive session to discuss and get information on. We will not be coming back in to make any vote. Second to go into executive session, then we will also go get a motion to adjourn. So at this time, could I get a motion second to go into executive session for those two items I just listed?
Mr. Chairman, we're going to executive session for development update and legal briefing.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Garvin and second by Ms. Dolores Frazier, that we go into executive session for those two items that was mentioned. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, the motion is carried. Before we adjourn, Ms. Smith, or anyone else who would like to have something to say?
Yes,
Yes,
I would.
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, she was first.
This is for the record. Orangeburg County is land rich, as we know, and we have many developers coming in, purchasing land, buying it, and going their different places. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think we should consider the area that they are developing in. I know several areas where they have come in and developed, build houses that will only depreciate those houses that are there. So I think we need to take a look at our residential development ordinance and just update it. That's my.
That's a good, I think we're supposed to be working on that, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think we're working on trying to update those ordinances to make sure that we put things in the proper position.
So, Chairman Ray, thank y'all for letting me speak here tonight. So, I'm Preston McClellan, Planning and Zoning Director for the county. Right now, we are implementing a sustainability study for the county, which is supposed to be targeting key areas of the county to see how the city is growing with regards to utilities, population, demographics, everything. At the end of that sustainability study, that we're going to be doing a comprehensive zoning future land use map update, and we're working with some consultants to potentially also do a zoning ordinance rewrite. This is a process that normally takes a few years to complete, but we've already started that process with the sustainability study, and we're working through that with the Smart Growth Summit that we recently held over at the County Event Center. So we have realized that we are working through it. It just takes time. We have to have those studies completed so we know where to put money and what funding we need to ask for and things that we need to do.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Preston, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Ms. Frazier?
Well, I'd like to say to Billy and his team, EMS, Todd and his team, and all of those persons who were out there assisting during the flooding here that happened last week. And I'd like to read this, and it says, "We really don't have much to say. We can't find the right appreciation to say all that we would want to. There's no way to ever thank you enough, and may God bless all of you who had their hands in helping to make things much better for the citizens here in Orangeburg." And as John Fitzgerald Kennedy would say, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. To Billy and the others who assisted and helped, thank you, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lewis, for acknowledging that. Anyone else have something to say?
And also, in addition to Ms. Frazier, the thanks, I mean, that's not enough. But we also want to let the citizens know that requests are not going unnoticed, but we have to triage what the complaints or the requests that come in, because as we know, we still have this major ordeal that the county is in, and sometimes requests come in that this flood takes precedence over. So it's not that, me personally, I'm speaking for myself, it's not that I'm ignoring anyone, but when we have, like Mr. Preston, for example, who's working 12-hour days, taking 30-minute detours to get to a specific area to do an analysis, he can't accommodate what I may need him to do at that time. So it's gonna increase the request time that someone may have called me and asked me, for something to do. So just I'm asking the citizens to be patient, because we still have to work together as a family. We are community, and some of our community members have experienced drastic and detrimental hardships because of what had taken place.
Thank you, Ms. Walker. Anyone else? Well, we certainly appreciate those comments because it's all of them on time, and patience is a virtue, so we just got to work on that for sure. And I know we all live in an entitled world, and everybody wants what's important to them, and everybody's problem is important to them, but at the same time, we can't sometimes get everything we want. So thank you so much for words, and I hope that the citizens will understand. At this time, I will appreciate a motion and a second for adjournment. We will take probably a 6-minute for everybody to clear out, and then we will go into executive session.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Cooper Smith and second by either Mr. Lawrence or Ms. Walker, one of the ladies, all of the ladies. All in favor, let's say aye.
Aye.